Manchester City is one trophy away from winning the English European treble. And while there's a unanimous consensus that they are the favourites to win by far, nobody is totally ruling Inter out. In the sense that it's not going to be a surprise to anyone if they are somehow able to hold themselves against this deadly ass City team. Well, if history has taught us anything, we know it's not always the strongest team that wins the Champions League. So I get where some of these hopes of Inter winning are coming from. Then there's also this other narrative of Pep overthinking when it comes to the Champions League, and we have seen that again in the past. In 2019 against Spurs, where half the main players were on the bench in the first leg. In 2020 against Lyon, where again it was this completely new defensive formation. In 2021 against Chelsea, where they managed to reach the final, but seeing the lineup only everyone understood what the result is going to be. Then in 2022 against Madrid, where even though City were the better team across both the legs, turning that momentum off for just 5 minutes cost them heavily. They've not always known to be the best performers under pressure, and Inter could go ahead and play the game of their lives since they're coming into this with nothing to lose. But while all these things can usually be considerable, this time we can totally throw it out of the window. And I only mentioned all this because even though City are the strongest team in Europe on paper, only that isn't always enough. But this time, City will win and they'll win it big. What an insane squad depth do they have. Their midfield has no match, and we saw that against Madrid. Bernardo Silva, KDB, John Stones, Rodri, Gundogan, Ruben Dias, Kyle Walker, they are going to choke the opponent. And not to mention Haaland, who hasn't scored in the past few games, and he has to get his name on the score sheet in the final. Pep has learned more than enough from all his mistakes these past years, and there's no replicating that right now. While Inter might have nothing to lose, there is no other team who has wanted this more than City. Year on year, they have been preparing for this very day. They are coming into this with so much pain of all these years to avenge for, with such obliterating confidence in the deadliest form ever, and they couldn't be more prepared for this day. They are winning by at least 3 goals and absolutely cannot wait to watch that, as Pep moves one step closer to be known by some chill as the greatest manager ever.